write down what you love about yourself right now. All the great things about you right now, write them down. Hey guys, Vicki Lemons here, and I just wanted to give you a brief introduction about this next video. This video came to me in the car. I told you I was starting a series of like car chronicles. I'm recording this from my phone, and sometimes it's hard to figure out which way to look. So if it looks like I'm gazing the opposite way than I should, that's why. But I wanted to do a brief intro and just to let you know that this is a message that's coming to you from me, from my vehicle. And it just came to me in my spirit, and I wanted to get the message out. I don't really have any makeup or anything on now. I'm kind of dressed down. I had some errands and things to run today, but I wanted to get the message out to you. So, as always, I hope you gained something from the message, and I thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and God bless. Hey guys, Vicki Lemons here. So I'm in my car, obviously, but I get a lot of messages when I'm driving, and so I said to myself, I'm gonna start doing like car chronicles, messages from my ride. But I was thinking about this meme I saw someone post on social media. And the meme said something to the effect of, I wish people would do for me like I would do for them. Or I'm always there for people, but they're never there for me in the same way. And I understand how frustrating that can be. But I always try and look at things from a different perspective to bring insight and clarity, right, from all aspects. And then I started thinking about just how God works in general and how we're all so unique. We think we're all the same, but we're not. And maybe God gave you the gift to be to those people what they need, but those gifts weren't given to those people, so they don't even know how to be what you're being. Where you look at yourself as being just too kind or too giving, but maybe you were just given the gift of kindness and giving, and maybe they weren't given that ability to be as easy to produce those gifts and talents as you were. Maybe they have to work harder at those things. So when you feel like you're doing too much, you're being too kind, you're being too whatever to someone, and they're not reciprocating that back to you, before you just chop it up to they know how, they just don't want to, maybe think about it as they don't know how to do it like you do it. They don't know how to do it in a way that makes you feel like the way they feel when you do it for them. It might just be a gift of yours. It might just be a gift or a unique, special talent that the Lord gave you that He didn't give them. And maybe He gave it to you for you to teach them. One thing I've learned in my 22 years of marriage is I always say you can teach your spouse, but you don't raise your spouse. And what I mean by that is I'm raising my children, and I can see how my direct influence from them being my child has molded them, shaped them. But I teach my husband. So the things that come naturally to my children because they are being raised by me don't come as natural to him. I'm constantly having to maybe go over certain things with him because it's not as natural to him. I didn't raise him, right? So it's the same thing when we're teaching people how to treat us, when we're teaching people how to not cross those boundaries, right? Or to be kind and nurturing, or to give to give in a way that makes us feel good and better about ourselves, in a way that makes us feel the same way that it makes them feel when we do it for them. But we have to teach them because maybe they weren't taught, because maybe they weren't raised to be that way. Maybe they don't know what it means to be. And just because someone is receiving that behavior from you, it doesn't automatically always make them think, wow, that was so nice, let me do the same thing. That doesn't always come to people. That level of thinking, that level of insight, it may seem so simple, but it doesn't always come to people like that. They don't always think to reciprocate in that way. And I don't know, this message just came to me because I feel like sometimes we just expect people to be who we are to them, like be to us who we are to them. But they may not know how to be that because it's not in them to be that way. And maybe you were put in their life to teach them. Now, here's the thing. You have to set boundaries, right? If you are giving and giving and giving and you want something in return, that's the thing. You have to decide what it is you want when you're giving. If you're giving to just give, then you shouldn't expect anything in return. But if you're giving a level of something and you expect it to be reciprocated and it's not, well, then you have to set boundaries. Hey, if this doesn't change, and you have to set boundaries and you have to communicate. They don't know what you need if you don't tell them. They don't know what they don't know unless you tell them, okay? And they don't know how you feel unless you tell them. So if you are giving and giving and giving, and you feel like you're not receiving in return, you say, hey, when I do this, this, and that, I do it from the kindness of my heart. However, I would like a little bit more appreciation. I would like for the kindness to be returned to me. I would like the manners, the please, the thank yous, the courtesy to be returned to me. And if those things aren't reciprocated to me, I take that as a direct non-appreciation for the things that I'm doing. And it would push me to the point of not wanting to do those kind and nice things for you. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that way. I want to continue to give, but I also don't want to feel taken advantage of, you know? Communicate. You really have to just communicate it. I'm out running errands and I look a mess. I've been wearing this hat, y'all, for, I don't know, the last 2 weeks because my hair is in this really weird state. I'm getting ready to run in the house, but my hair is in this really weird, if I took this off, y'all would laugh, but this is the shorter end. The top comes up to like right here, and it's in a weird cut. It's in a weird shape, and I don't want to cut it because I'm letting it grow out, but I also don't know what else to do with it. So my little nice Jessica Simpson hat. By the way, I love this hat, and I've had this hat for years, and I always get compliments on this hat. But anyway, that's your message for today. I hope it brings some enlightenment and clarity to maybe someone who's feeling like they're being taken advantage of, or maybe what they're giving isn't being reciprocated back to them. I understand how that feels, and it took me a long time, and it took me to do a lot of self-reflection and honestly just talking to God and trying to understand. And in that understanding, I come to realize that we take our smallest things, like we don't realize how many special talents and gifts we have. And because we chop it up to like everyone has that, everyone does that, everyone should be this, everyone should know how to, but everyone doesn't. Everyone doesn't. And it's just a gift of yours. But just like I'm here teaching you, you have to teach them. You have to teach them that, hey, when I'm doing these things, I love doing it. But I also love being appreciated. I also love knowing that you're there for me if I ever need you, just like I'm here for you when you need me. You have to communicate it because not everybody is built the same way. Even though sometimes it seems like we are, we're not. So, you're just a special one. As always, I hope this message has helped. I thank you for watching, and God bless.